All right, let's shift our focus to Kashmir now, where the situation remains quite tense. Yesterday, 2 more labourers from Bihar were gunned down by terrorists, taking the total number of civilians killed in these targeted attacks in Jammu and Kashmir in just this month alone to 11. The situation was today discussed by Home Minister Amit Shah as well in the top security establishment in the country, especially since the killings in the valley have now spread panic, led to several other migrant labourers leaving the valley. All this happening as the Poonch encounter, let's not forget about that, continued for the 8th straight day. Heavy blasts there heard today as well.
On a rainy morning in Srinagar, the children of Vikas Choudhary, a labourer from Bihar, are trembling in cold as they wait for taxi to leave Kashmir, leaving behind a life of 18 years. Vikas's neighbour Arbind Kumar, a gol-gappa seller, is the latest victim of targeted killings in Kashmir.
बिहारी लोग को सबको मारता है, काटता है, बोलता है कि यहाँ से निकलो. एक ही मकान में हम लोग रहते थे.
Vikas's colleague and neighbour ASHISH says they were given 3,000 rupees by the landlord for their bus fare, an example of the kindness of local people. But the repeated terror attacks have panicked their families back home.
कश्मीर लोग तो बढ़िया है, लोग हम लोग को तो भाड़ा भी दिया 2-3 हज़ार रुपये दिया. कश्मीर लोग की घर जाओ कोई बात नहीं है. घर में बहुत परेशानी है. वो बोलता है कि घर आ जाओ, वो हालत सही होगा फिर कश्मीर जाना, इसीलिए हम लोग घर जाने सर.
The response from the security forces remains confusing. They denied this advisory going viral on social media, asking police to carol migrants in their areas, in secure locations. But we found migrant workers being kept in secure locations, like in this government school. They say they were brought here last night.
सोए थे अभी खाना खा के, तो ये गए और रात को मतलब वहाँ से बोले कि आपको थाना जाना पड़ेगा. और घर में सिर्फ मैं ही अकेले कमाने वाला हूँ, क्योंकि बिहार में उतना काम वाम भी नहीं चलता है. सिर्फ मैं ही घर में कमाने वाला. मेरे छोटे छोटे 2 बच्चे हैं. ऐसे हालात हम लोग को कभी नहीं झेलना पड़ रहा था. जब रात में मुझे पुलिस यहाँ पे लाए हैं, रात से बैठे हैं. हम लोग यहाँ बैठ के क्या करेंगे? खाना भी खाना है, सब कुछ करना है.
The spate of attacks have come at a time when army is engaged in one of the longest and toughest anti-terrorist operations in Poonch, in Jammu. 9 soldiers, including 2 officers, have been killed in action since Monday last week. Today, heavy explosion and gunfire was heard as army pounded suspected terrorist targets in the dense forests. The governor of Meghalaya and former J&K governor SATYA MALIK took a dig at government for the spurt in attacks.
मेरे रहते हुए कोई टेररिस्ट श्रीनगर के 550-100 किलोमीटर के दायरे में घुस नहीं सकता था. अब तो श्रीनगर शहर में मार रहे हैं लोगों को.
On both sides of Pir Panjal in Jammu and Kashmir, situation has taken a dramatic turn. Where army is engaged in one of the longest anti-militancy operations in Poonch, where they have suffered heavy casualties. Spate of targeted attacks in the valley has forced many migrant labourers to flee. Minorities are living in a constant state of fear. Many wonder how come the situation has reached to this tipping point. In Srinagar, Nazir Masoodi for NDTV.